Greetings everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tipsy Homework. Tonight, obviously I'm looking a little different. I have my beautiful glasses on. That is due to the fact that on Tuesday I get LASIK, thank God. And my hair is kind of crazy right now, but it's been a long weekend. And it is also Super Bowl Sunday, and while there's a Super Bowl playing, I am doing homework and studying because quite frankly, I don't care about football. So, here we go. We'll be going on with a little bit more algebra, although I don't have a whole lot of algebra today, thank God. Because, I mean, really, let's be honest, who likes algebra? Except for, like, mathematicians and professors and stuff. But anyways, so, we have been learning about square roots, and I don't know what it is about square roots. I just really suck at them, apparently. Go figure. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're out of school for 4 years, almost 5, whatever. Even longer out of math. Anyways, yet again, sorry about the reflection of my glasses. It's pretty annoying. I can see it right now. And it's actually a Super Bowl playing. Because I do have homework that has to do with the Super Bowl. I just don't actually watch it, which is why it's muted. Anyways, let's get on. Sorry, I kind of have to use these notes. Hold on. Okay. I did have a quiz over the week, which I did get a 75 on, so that's pretty decent for my math class. So I'm not too far behind, I guess. But, it still kind of confused me and gets me. Okay, so, starting with radicals and exponents. Now, shit, I should have just drawn this shit backwards. I don't know how to mirror it. Maybe I can do that on my little editing program. We'll see. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so my first beer I had tonight is the, This Thing Stout. I don't entirely know how to say that word. It was pretty decent. It was okay. It wasn't anything to rave or rant about. It is made in Bend, Oregon, so probably in the middle of nowhere. It's not too terrible, though. And made from the same company, actually, I have this River Ale, which is actually a little bit better. Maybe it's because it was in the fridge for a little longer, so it's a little cooler. But I'm quite enjoying it. So, Okay, let's get started. So, going over radicals and rational exponents, I present you with this card, which I'm going to try to mirror. But anyways, the N right here, which is backwards to you, is your index number. That's the full number. The square root symbol is your radical symbol, and the parentheses, they're not always there, it's just whatever's inside of the radical number. That is your radical. Pretty simple. That's what I think, at least. Okay. Now, we have simplifying expressions of the form, and then it's just kind of the square root of a to the second. Whatever a is, it's just unknown. But pretty much for any real number that you're taking the square root of, it is an absolute value of that number. So, if it were the square root of 4, that would give you 2, and it would be a positive 2 because it's the absolute number. If you try to take the square root of the negative number, like the square root of negative 4, you can't exactly find that because there is no square root of negative 4, or something like that. I hope I don't confuse you. I'm a little bit confused myself, so I'm just making these to help myself learn. Helps to hear it back the way you think, not from a teacher you can't understand. That might be half the problem. Anyways, okay. Oh, and also, when you do have the square root of something that is raised to a power, you do that first. So if you had the square root of 4 squared, you would square 4 first, so then you would take the square root of 16, which gives you 4. That is how you do that. Pretty simple. Product rule, yay! This pretty much means when you have two numbers inside of your square root that are to be multiplied, you have to multiply them individually and then put them together. So if you have the square root of a times b, you have to take the square root of a and then multiply it by the square root of b. You can't just multiply it inside and then try to take the square root. Doesn't work like that. That one I actually understand. As well as the quotient rule, that's pretty much the same thing. It's, yeah, I kind of messed up there. I had to white it out even though the card's orange. Too bad they don't have orange out. That was really lame. Don't laugh at that. So if you have the square root of a divided by b, you have to take the square root of a and then the square root of b, and then you have to divide that. So, pretty much the same thing. And for the last one, I told you this is going to be a pretty short video. It is for the addition and subtraction of square roots. And pretty much this means that you can only add or subtract a square root when it has like radicals. And as we said before, a radical is what is inside of the square root itself. So for example, if I have an index of 7 square root of 11 plus the index of 6 square root of 11, I can do that. I can add those together. I add the radicals first, and then it would just be, not the radicals. I add the indexes together, so it'd be 7 plus 6, which is 13, and then the answer would just be 13, and then the radical 11. Simple as that. If it's not, you have to find something like a common radical in order to do that. And if you can't, you just can't do it at all. That's just how it is. So, I hope you enjoyed some Tipsy homework tonight. I know it was a very short one. I know I'm definitely leaving something out, and I'm going to figure out what it is, and I'm going to catch you all up on that too. So, have a good night, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of this pretty decent beer. Remember, the river ale is the good stuff, not the stout so much. Good night.